and then we resume Lara's funny snowmobile adventures. I hope there's more snowmobile. I really hope so. Be right back. I really left my model on a pretty funny face, didn't I? I didn't even realize. uh, I brushed my teeth. I got toothpaste on my black shirt. You drooled all over the table. Isn't there... What was it? I watched some anime where there was like a girl who was always drooling. What was that? What was that? Yuri Yuri? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think that might be it. Isn't that most anime you watch? Me? No? Tomoko drools all over the popular girl's thigh on the Disneyland trip. What? Graphite, I sent you some information which might help. Thank you. Hello, Augersley, also. Welcome. Knife money and spade money. What is this? Whoa. Whoa. Wait, why did you send me this? This is really cool. Too bad it's money, though. It's crazy to think that we invented money, like, over 3,000 years ago. Knife money? It's literally just little knives. They look like straight razors. There are several stories that attempt to explain how knife money was introduced, but it is not certain if any or all are true. What in the world? How strange. I never heard of this before. Well, I gotta make myself smaller for Tomb Raider. So as not to occlude Lara Croft's bodacious form. Going David Graeber mode? David Graeber? David Grauber? Is that the Occupy Wall Street guy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know this guy. Great that I joined on the topic of knife money. You are going Grauber mode. I hope not. What are we doing? To Tomb Raider, but I gotta put out the notifications so that any of the people who want Tomb Raider specifically put it on the Discord and on the Twitter. But since I took screenshots during that game, it will have deleted my link and put screen caps into my clipboard. Rhea's tweeting in a shocking countercultural move. When I get my 2.0 rig, I will not have much bigger breasts, but instead a giant ass. She's gonna get ass expansion Todd on the team. And be looking like a Pixar mom. Alright. She's in the boardroom meeting, judging the ass sizes. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but it always makes me think of, I read a book that was about the Beanie Baby, like a speculation bubble. And there was a guy who used to work at Ty, who said that Ty Warner, or wait, is that his name? Ty, whatever his name is, Ty, the guy who is the namesake of the Ty company, came up to him with a prototype Beanie Baby and asked him, do you think that this bear's ass is too big? And he was like, Ty, I'm an accountant. How would I know? Yeah, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. There we go. She's gonna get a Brazilian butt lift. Oh yeah, that's right. We were at this monastery. I don't... Oh! Oh no! That's why I quit playing this game last time. It's because I didn't know what to do here. Oh dear. No, alright. Okay, so is that really what you just gotta do, is just gun all these dudes down? Hello, Dr. Teflon. As a Brazilian, it is my responsibility to point out that not every Brazilian has a great butt, me included. I'm sorry. Maybe someday. Hopefully these men explode like Lego. Yeah, the jibs in this game are quite good. You hit the guys with the grenade launcher and they just like explode into their constituent parts. It was pretty funny. I like it. Alright, we killed everyone. Now everyone is dead. We can save our game. I mean, I thought that I was just like misunderstanding what to do, but I think I don't know. I thought that maybe you were supposed to get those guys to infight because there were so many of them. But could this game really be so focused on action that you're supposed to just kill everyone? You've helped them reach enlightenment? What is that? Is that a climbable texture? Okay. Is there anything else up here? It's really hard to see. It's quite bright outside. Is there anything up there? Let's see. Remastered ugly graphics. Go. No. Alright. Man, it's so bright! By comparison? What the fuck? Like, I'm always, I know I just keep harping on it, but I'm always just amazed at how much the remastered graphics, they just put lights everywhere. Just completely changed, like, the atmosphere of the game. I mean, certainly I can't see shit right now, but it's like it's a dingy stone tower. It's kind of cool, but I really can't see. Oh, there we are. It's probably partially because the light is coming in from the window in front of me and making it hard to see in the dark in the game. I loved Lara's aha as she realized at the revelation of every Brazilian not having a nice butt. I mean, you would think that she would have been to Brazil by now. Yeah, the upscaled textures are hideous, aren't they? I really don't like how they look. Like, they're in some places they're pretty funny, like the tables and the Venice level is pretty good. Oh, expedited delivery. Go off, Boomfy. Thank you. She coulda had the BBL. Big beautiful lady. Oh, Brazilian butt lift. Okay. I'd rather take redrawn textures than upscaled or entirely photo source textures. I think that photo source textures are cool. I think they look cool. What is that? Oh, it's one of those things that we need for some purpose. I don't know why we need them, but we apparently do. And that's all? We just go back down now? Okay. Flares remain the megalixir of the game. She never sees the people there. She only goes to resorts when she isn't stealing objects of cultural heritage. It sounds about right. Oops. I wasn't meaning to do that. I don't know why she didn't grab that ledge. Thank you for the stretch. Must have been tough to get that box up here. They brought the planks up one at a time and assembled it. You know, though, when games do use photo source textures, they almost always do modify them. So it's never just like a photo. Or very rarely. It's one of those ancient IKEA artifacts. IKEA. Alright, we're almost out. We can turn off the ugly remastered graphics soon. Oh, why did I take damage from that? Well, whatever. You can see the game as God intended. I wonder what I was supposed to do. If I was really supposed to fight all those guys or not. Angel Guts. I remember a teacher in middle school saying Tomb Raider and getting roasted by the class. Tomb Raider. Why? The higher resolution face that doesn't move in any way looks extra scary. It's like a Braid sprite. The sprites in Braid are fucking hideous. Is that game even good, like from a gameplay perspective? Anybody have any strong opinions about Jonathan Blow's masterpiece of puzzle gameplay? I don't. God, no. She didn't know where the word, how the word tomb was pronounced and said it phonetically? Oh, you mean like Tom? Tom? No! I didn't expect we have many Jonathan Blow adherents in here. Pipe. I thought that The Witness was like kind of fun on like the level of just the puzzles are kind of fun to figure out. I feel like I've said this before, but I feel like every time I was playing The Witness, I would like solve a puzzle. I would just imagine Jonathan Blow like standing behind me, like with a very smug expression on his face, like as if to say, yes, quite clever, isn't it? She said tomb with a B pronounced. Oh, tomb? Tomb Raider. All I know about Braid is that clip of Soulja Boy laughing at it. There's no point to the game. Classic. Very good. We also like The Witness, and it gave us The Looker, which was a masterful shitpost. I remember Super Great Friend playing The Looker. It seemed like it was probably like actually a good game, even though it was just supposed to be like a parody. Look at them drums. Tom Brady is the best football player. What is that emote? Little cute Ilya laugh? Wow, Blues did that? That is the cutest emote ever. Oh my god. Every time I think about Jonathan Blow, I want to call him Jonathan Blowjob. I don't think that he's had too many of those. Maybe from himself. Did we ever go in any of these other rooms or like these places? She has so many good emotes. That's true. Grappy, check this out. What is that? Gritty Goose. I don't like that at all. I like The Witness. I will forever hate Jonathan Blow. Well, the clip of him after Soulja Boy laughs at his game where he's sitting in a dark room crying. Isn't he just like, he's like, they just don't understand it. Pardon? Oh god! Oh, secrets. I can't see. I mean, doesn't really do anything for us, but look at that water. Look at the light. Oh my god, it's like a damn disco under here. Holy fuck. Quite dazzling. You're looking pretty impotent, man. The Uzis, they're kind of the MVP of this game, aren't they? The grenade launcher at this point in the game is just not good enough. You love water caustics. Is that what that is? Does it look like in Halo Anniversary graphics? Looks like a fucking Half-Life Source. with the water. And underwater, I mean, it's not particularly impressive at all. It's just kind of ugly. It looks like absolute shit. It's not particularly impressive, is it? What's that? Some stretching leather. Water hard. Get a water softener then. Right, we can't do anything with crates. I mean, I'm assuming we have to empty this room of all of its water. Oops. I meant to go up out of water. But where do we do that? The room feels so much smaller. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, I feel really sad when I think about there's probably people who are like, this is the definitive way to play the game. You don't have to look at those jagged pixels anymore. Braid and the Witness both do the thing where to get to the super duper extra hard, extra final part, you have to do a waiting puzzle that takes like fucking hours. What you do in The Witness? I don't remember that at all. I didn't actually finish that game because the final area, the puzzles were too annoying for me. Maybe I should try replaying it. In The Witness, it's in the cinema? Oh no. Remember they just had a clip from a Tarkovsky movie for some reason. While holding down the mouse, part of a puzzle. One of the movies is part of a puzzle we have to watch for fucking ever while holding down the mouse. Don't remember if Braid's actual puzzle gameplay with the time rewindy was decent. I remember playing it at the time that it came out, but I couldn't get very far because it was just too hard. Who's shooting me? Oh, you! Holy fuck! Alright, those guys are strong as hell. Maybe I should get the M16 out. Where did those guys even come from? Oh! What? Why did I just like stop shooting multiple times? They just kind of appear, don't they? Oh my god! The damage? What the hell? Any more guys? Jesus Christ. Quite scary. What you got for me? Grenades? I mean, those are not that good. Not too pleased about that. Why, there's no crosshair? It's not a shooter. Eridito. Man, it's really quite damn dark. Oh. Okay. I didn't really realize I was standing on top of the fire. Oh wait, this is before... No, those guys are dead already. Oh, I got generated by the weird spike, like half spike ball. What is the idea here? Remember when Lara's famous girl of video game? She was quite famous. We got lightly generated. We got mega generated. This is I don't really like this at all. I'm not the biggest fan of this part. I don't know. Got so generated. Okay, so maybe I just need to slow down a little bit. This is like the type of Tomb Raider challenge that I like the least. Like weird timed trap puzzles with fire and stuff. I don't know. Tomb Raider 1 had some of this. And I really didn't like it. I didn't like it any much more than either. Hey, the Bob-omb Battlefield music during this part? No. I don't want that. Alright, we took a little damage. Did we save time though? Go! I got generated. Alright, let's save here. We got generated. Key. I don't remember where any lock in this entire level was. You know, there was like a spot back here. Stand. I guess you could just climb out right there. Hey, look, there's like a hallway. What's up with that? I want to see what's back there. Okay, well, okay. We were generated by disc. The perpetual motion slicer that all Tibetan temples have. Oh my god. Is there like anything worthwhile back here? What? It looks conspicuous, right? Oh. Did you just see her teeth through her head? You see that? Oh! Can we see that again? Oh, those just hurt you by touching them, even if they're not closing. Oh, alright. Her legs look so strange. What is this? Where does this even go? I just want to see. Oh, it's just the secret. Alright, we don't need that. Who cares? Unless the secrets lead to some kind of like an alternate ending or something. Which, if that's the case, then we're already too far gone. Yeah, give us that tooth box. Yeah. Oh my god. You can't see it very well. Oh, Hazelbanui. There's a goblin back there! Goblin! Does she have fangs? It's the effect of all the artifacts she's collected. Oh. This leads back to this room. But then, why did we do that? And what? The hell? Why? We have key, but what is key for? Trapdoor key. And we have prayer wheels. They have accumulated their curses to make her quite powerful. She's like Akuma now. She could do the Raging Demon. Come on. Clearance. Let's see if we can find... whatever... needed that key. You know, something weird about this game, it's so hard to play without save scumming, but I feel like if you implement the PlayStation style, like I don't know if it was in this game, the save crystals where you have like limited saves or whatever, I think that would make the game significantly worse. I'm surprised that, like, since most people played Tomb Raider 1 on PlayStation, I'm surprised that it's not remembered as, like, the worst game ever, if you had to play it like that. Ugh. Oh. Was this open before? I don't remember. I have heard people complain about save crystals, but like a lot of people still fondly remember the games, right? Or at least the first one. Doesn't the third one have save crystals? Alright, let's climb up here. Oh, we can go over there? I'm kind of liking this level design, where it's like a little more open-ended. Most people don't ever manage to see more than the first, like, 2 hours of a game. And they're like, wow, my fave game. It's the greatest game of all time. Tomb Raider 2. What is this device?
No.
No?
No.
No. A new cult hero hits your screens in the form of block.
No.
Yeah, I guess this is incorrect. Whatever we're supposed to do here, we don't have it. No. Huh? Oh, I saved my game. Alright, well, whatever. I didn't mean to do that, but already. That's dangerous. Can I get down from here easily? Yeah, that's easy enough. Boing. No, hello, younger station. Graphite, you haven't played the reboot series, right? No. I've only played Tomb Raider 1 and this. And I'm not even done with this game yet. I hear mixed things. Some people like the reboots, some people don't. Ah! That was so scary. Awesome sound effect, though. Oh, that's hitting me. Oh my god. Huh? Okay. These guys don't even have the courtesy to drop an item. It's like Daikatana in here. Tink tink core track. Tink tink. I won't go into specifics, but it just feels like they completely ignore things that made Tomb Raider cool in these. Now, I would believe it. I mean, I don't even know if many game developers understand what makes their games good. Ka-tong-ting. Yes, the knee-capping hallway that cuts your knees. I still got cut. Alright. Can you roll under these? Like that? And the rolling is like pretty limited in this game. What is this? I can't see. It's like... I know I complain about the remastered graphics, but it is also quite hard to see in the original graphics. You're not penitent enough. Edmund the Penitent. Sorry, he's not gonna cut it with this poke. Did I miss something here? It's huge. Lara has no time for crawl. Is this the destructible? No, it ain't. So what am I to do? I can't interact with anything? I don't know. Alright. Where did I save last? Alright, so maybe we can just go back. I don't know. Whatever we need to do over there, we apparently can't do yet. She's Lara Croft, not Lara Crawl. We have the key to the strong room. I suppose. Whoa! Oh! They worked with the same construction workers here that put all those contraptions into Prince of Persia. I'm really curious about Prince of Persia after playing this game, and everybody talking about Prince of Persia. Oh, maybe that's the strong room? No, that's the red lock? Maybe, oh, this is trapdoor key. Alright. I was such a huge Prince of Persia fan. The Sands of Time games. They sound good. They sound like a good time, at least. Why can't Metroid crawl? I keep pointing it out, but it's crazy how often they literally invert the lighting in the remastered graphics. Right, we better get our guns out because there's always dudes that just like appear from every direction and start killing your ass. What's this? What's going on with that geometry up there? What's that all about? This is Minecraft. It was modded. I was actually really angry as a teen when they were releasing Assassin's Creed. I thought they are like betraying Prince of Persia in the parkour games. You were extremely angry that your favorite franchise was getting wasted. Imagine the rest of the mountain. It's no trouble for a girl like me. This really does kind of feel like Minecraft. Especially this. That's a Minecraft cave right there. Let's see what's here. I don't know. Building brown blocks in Minecraft. This is butterscotch. You have treats on the mind? I don't know if I've ever had butterscotch. Makes me think of an ant farm. Yes. You get a treat? The ground, it makes me think of baked beans. Doesn't it? That's baked beans. 100%. Lara is an ant. Yeah, this is baked beans. Something really Looney Tunes about climbing the ladder. It's just painted into the wall. They didn't have the technology yet. You couldn't have rungs on a ladder. It was just too expensive. Would have increased the budget so much that they couldn't finish the game. Bridge? Excuse me? Condor. Condor just appeared. Brewing up baked beans, mage. I've heard that British baked beans are like not sweet like American ones are. Mage is a baked beans elemental. Remember talking about PS2 Tomb Raider with the boys while nobody had a PS2 and a guy told me you could pick up every rock in the ground and use it. Yeah, they were using the Euclidean Unlimited Detail engine. If anybody remembers that. We represent the world of the game with tiny particles that are like atoms. Using Euclidean's Unlimited Detail system. We've simulated everything down to the smallest grain of dirt. Ah! No! That video is godlike. I think about it so often. I believed in it. At the time, when that video came out, I believed in it. I was like, this is crazy. This is really the future of games. They're gonna get so realistic. And like, everybody that I knew was like, this is clearly a scam. I haven't eaten them in ages, but not really. Oh. And that boy was Peter Molyneux. What is Peter Molyneux doing these days? Being denied jobs at various software companies? For being like a carnival huckster? Trying to rescue his digital son? The first big demo of Spore made me realize as a schoolboy to not trust trailers and promises for games ever. They're always fake. Just like intensely fake. Augersley and I were watching the trailer, like the trailer for Dark Souls 2 that had the notorious like graphics that got downgraded, and also the one that had like that weird metal song where they were showing footage of the game and they made it look like a completely different game than it was. Like, anyone who watched that trailer and then played the game must have been like, what the fuck? I will rescue Milo. I thought that said Mario at first. Look, it's another can of baked beans. NFTs? Is he really making NFTs now? I can't believe anyone is still trying to shill NFTs. I thought those crashed. Remember all the Dark Souls True trailers? They're really funny. I need to watch it. The Dark Souls 2 trailer was quite funny. He's making an exciting new venture called Web 4. What if what was inside of Curiosity, what's inside the cube was what is his name? Milo? Project Natal or whatever? And your prize was that you got to interact with him. I knew it. I knew there was gonna be a guy. You know me, I can feel a guy. What do you think the first movie was? That had a guy who, like, killed some bad dudes and then said, "Who else wants some?" was? And it's like a cliche action thing now. But somebody had to do that first. Who was it? I feel a guy is my favorite screenshot I ever did. Mickey Rooney? Richard Garriott had an NFT project that suddenly vanished 6 months later. Did he get any money for it? Remember when Yu Suzuki was gonna make Virtua Fighter NFTs? What happened with that? A crash would just make them shill them more. He said he was gonna do it and then it disappeared. That wasn't Samurai Jack, but he was probably referencing something else. I would imagine so. I don't think of Richard Garriott as Lord Brightish anymore. I keep thinking of his submarine. He has a submarine? From Ultima? How could you get that kind of money from Ultima? Sakura was producers. Or like running a contest for AI anime pictures. Oh boy. Oh, Sakura Wars. I misread that. He had space money. What do you mean? There are very few people with submarines when they're doing search and rescue. Oh. It's just a hole to hang out. It's a conversation pit. You know, in my mind, whenever I think of Mickey Rooney, I only think about him in Yellowface in Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is like extremely shameful. I don't know if I know any other movie that Mickey Rooney has been in. I only seen him in Babe 2? You've seen Babe 2, Turnip? Have you seen the Paddington Bear movies? Alright, that guy down there is one of those really strong dudes. I watched Paddington 1 and 2 last year. What did you think of them? Babe 2 is Kino? Hey, wait a second! Wasn't Babe directed by George Miller? Yes. What the fuck? Whoa! Oh, these guys had M16 bullets. That's good. This level, this is good. This is what I want out of Tomb Raider. It's like I like this kind of like open-ended, like go around and solve puzzles and pick up like puzzle items and stuff. Like we're trying to get all the baked beans together. It's like a little, it's an adventure. Doesn't feel like just a prescribed set piece sequence that doesn't really go anywhere. I like the sunken ship though. In retrospect now. Okay. That scared the hell out of me. Richard Garriott was in the International Space Station for 11 days. You think he caught any ionizing radiation? And we're actually raiding a tomb. I don't know, is this a tomb? This seems like a monastery. This is like a religious establishment. The International Space Station is so scary. I mean, it's been up there for what, like 50 years or something? How long has it been up there? I wouldn't go to that thing if you paid me. You're gonna blow up. You're gonna get suffocated and die. Think they sunk the old one? What? I thought that it was still there. We're like 25? Oh, okay. I thought that wasn't it like at the end of its lifespan or something like that? Mirror came down? Oh. Drank too much coffee and read about the ISS and Mirror and Challenger disasters a couple days ago. Sounds like a marigold activity. I love how they fucking explode. So fucking funny. They leave nothing but their ammunition behind. It's pretty cool that stuff on an orbit just spins very fast. It's a little scary, isn't it? Anything that big at that altitude would deorbit fairly soon. What do you mean? Not even for 2 Scooby snacks? You think I am a dog? These monks were trained in the art of jump scare. They are often popping out from behind corners when we walk into a room. Now, how did I get up there? I forgot. Was it through this door? I think that we might have the key for whatever that thing up there is now. Very small air resistance that adds up over time. Then, like, how has it been up there for so long? Wait, it's, there's still air? Are they still within the atmosphere? Nah. It has thrusters that boost it periodically. Where do they get the fuel from? What? Oh no. Terrible. Terrible tragedy. I should have saved at the top of the ladder. Ugh. Guys, when you're playing a classic game like this that has a very strict movement, always make sure to periodically save your game so that you don't lose progress and have to climb a very tall ladder all over again. Because nobody likes waiting around for Lara to go through her extremely slow climbing animation, grunting all the way, just to get back up, to take another shot at that long jump to the statue. This is my message to you. At like geostationary orbit, things won't come down for thousands of years. But at low Earth orbit, it's like 5 to 10 years at most. Damn. Anyone else feel like buying Barbie 2 right now? What do you mean? I wrote a sentence. They made up all the fuel, and it was very funny to me. I decided not to post it because it's probably too dumb. That is pretty funny though, turned out. Oh, Bambi 2? Is that what you're talking about? Now listen to me, young man. I'm talking directly into your ear now. I need you to do me a favor. You will do this for me. I need you to go to GameStop, and I need you to ask the bastard working the counter if they have Bambi on the PS2. If you come back empty-handed, you'll be in big trouble, mister. You will never see the light of day. The post shown below has over 104,000 notes. They birthed 2 Bambis. There was the Bambi that had all of the recessive genes and all of the... What's the other type? Recessive and muscular genes. Wrangler genes and Levi's. His name was David Jeans. Is this a keyhole?
No.
No. No. Do we have an earlier save? Yeah, okay. So, where's the strong room? This? I don't know. Maybe it's in the room with the spinning blades?
No.
No. I'm surprised that didn't clip me. Alright. Love the funny roly-polies. I like how there's such a common, like, trap in this area. How did they keep them moving? Is there anything even out here? Oh! How did I miss this? Stupid Graphy. Boing. Now, where do we go? Where is strong room? The spinning blades sound like they were saying Hayaku Hayaku? What? Oh, yes, I just cracked my neck. Did you hear it? That was so good. I didn't hear you. I was watching 1000 Degree Fireball versus Chocolate Milk. Sound on. Can you do it again? No. It's already gone. They are saying Miyako, that one Augersley monster from Monster Rancher, from the Miyako character song CD. She's throwing a tantrum. Guys, do you think that's pathetic? Sound off in the comments. Why is this the voice you do for me? Because you always react like this and it's very funny. Shun. Guys, she's so sad. Bindle. Look at that crazy steamy lighting. Alright, so this room, you die. If you go in this room, you will die. So we can't go there. Can you show if they rounded that ball in modern? Yes. It looks a little bit like they gave it a little more chunkiness, but it looks kind of pathetic. It's like a pathetic looking boulder. This room is Minecraft Auto Animal Collector. So true. Where is this? Where am I? Eh? I cannot see. Her unchanging expression. There's like this crate, but where is that? What is on the other side of this crate? Can we clip the camera through the crate somehow to see what that room is? We couldn't really get a useful view. Thank you for the modern ball, Graphy, of course, Turnip. It's the Joe Dirt meteorite? Oh no. Maybe Lara can eat some french fries off of it. I cannot get the camera to go through there. So... that was pointless. Why did we go down there? And where was that crate? Where was that? I feel so hopeless. Okay. It's Fred Dirt's egg. Fred Dirt? They really went big with these spaces in 2, didn't they? It was like one of the selling points for the game was like, the levels are bigger than ever. I think that that door back there only leads back to that courtyard where we fought all those guys. And the only place I can think of is the one that's beyond that hall with the cutting blades. But there was nothing to do there as far as I can tell. Why does my voice crack so much? Alright, we're gonna have to consult game FAQs because I don't know what to do. As often happens, it's like one of the unfortunate aspects of Tomb Raider 2. So sometimes you just don't know where to go because the game does not really give you a hand. Okay, we are in the Barkong Monastery. Guys, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels after this. Do you know? Isn't that crazy? We're like nowhere near the end of this game. Oh, note, do not harm any of the monks. They will act peacefully around Lara, but every monk in the level will turn on her if she attacks them. This is a needless waste of ammo and or health, so watch who you're shooting. Oh no. I thought that because the game was making me target them, that they were enemies. So the game is working against me. What the hell? That's really fucked up. I never knew that, actually. It's not obvious. Alright, we got strong room key. The area Lara first entered the building. One of the locked doors is made of old boards and can be flung open with the new key. What? We got undertailed. We did. Yippee! Yippee! Oh my god, that's strong enough to bounce her head off of it? Guys, is GTA 4 good? Oh, I didn't even see this lock before. You know, you wouldn't really expect the strong room with the golden key, like, to be this wooden, shabby-looking door. You know, it doesn't exactly scream strong room. It has funny physics. Yeah, the cars handle like boats. They're really fucked up. I thought it was okay. No. Lily does not like it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I like the driving physics change. Not at first, but eventually. I just remember that driving felt like just impossible in that game. You got froggered, a key to get another key. I mean, that's what Tomb Raider's all about, isn't it? And this, like, entire era of gaming. You get a key to open a door to get another key that you get to open another door, and then you get to open another door and you get a key and there's another door. Played a lot of GTA Race Mode on Xbox Live back in the day. I think I played like a little bit of the online like deathmatch and stuff, and it was like super awkward. Like, just did not feel real or complete. Just felt very strange. I think it's safe to say that all of those are crap, but at 13 I was like, oh, New York City! I mean, they probably suck to play now, but it's fun to drive around. Took like 5 minutes to figure out how to drive when I started playing it, really? Hold on, I have to take a quick break to massage my arm tendons. This area is beautiful. Does look quite nice, doesn't it? I was a big fan of Vice City and San Andreas, and I could never spend more than a few hours in GTA 4. Vice City was the one I played the most as a kid. I think that was the only GTA that I ever managed to finish. Oh. It's a timed puzzle with fire. My favorite. It's funny that Tomb Raider 2 has a lot of those ovens in the corridors. They really do like that in this game, don't they? Loved how the helicopter's handled in Vice City. Wasn't there like that one fucked up plane in GTA 3? Oh. Oh, nice. Alright, we're gonna have to load. The dodo, yeah. The Doro. That felt pretty good. Alright. What's this? Ah! Okay. I gotta do that again now. If only I hadn't mindlessly attacked the monks at the beginning of the level, this would all be much easier. No! Alright, so you have to do it absolutely perfectly. They got morals? Well, they're attacking me because I attacked a guy at the beginning of the level because Lara targeted him, and I thought that meant that he was an enemy because it's a video game. That serial jumping, that feels good as hell. Wow, your choices have consequences. Damn. Deep moral choices in gaming. Alright, those guys came out and like immediately fucked me up. No, please, fight each other. I wonder if they will fight each other. If I get out of the way. Or will they all just attack me, regardless? Yes, fight amongst yourselves. Okay, it seems like they are not gonna fight each other, which is really bad. No, those guys killed each other. I'm dead though. Ooh, this is pretty bad. Pretty hard. Does that guy just have a spear? Scary. I think it's like a staff. Hey, Ilya. How are you doing? I'm dead. I hit the end key and she did a combat roll. This is really fucked up. I really fucked up by not by killing the guy at the beginning of the level. That was like the worst mistake ever. They just drain your health so fast. Gonna get some banh mi later. Nice. Okay. We killed everyone. We will regret our words and deeds. I'm feeling a bit regretful. That guy dropped Uzi ammo. Okay. Dot level woozy ammo. Was I supposed to hit that and go down there and like I would be protected, or... Hey Washa. How do you do? The color palette in this area makes me think of Iran. Or is it Iraq I'm thinking of? The Iraqi flag. Oh, it's a long way down. It's a long way to the top if you're gonna rock and roll. Red, black, and white is Iran. Is Iraq. Iran is red, white, green. Okay. Oh, that's the other side of that that hallway. Okay. Do I want to go down there yet? I don't know. We don't have whatever this is yet. It's like indescribable object. I need like a Pharos' Lockstone. Can I go through here? Oh. No. We spent a lot of resources on building this. There's plenty of gold everywhere. What was that sound? What? Am I supposed to find something down here? Oh. You? Oh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So there's something around there? No. Have you played any Mafia games? No. Like the Mafia series of games? At the Shapes Museum? Are those games good? I don't really know anything about them. Gemstones. Huge. Absolutely massive. Okay, just made that thing move back. Monastery of anything goes. People really liked that game, didn't they? That's gotta be like one of the more like popular games that I've ever played. The first one was fucked. The first Mafia game? Jebstone. Thing about Mafia 1 is that your car is if your car is too weak, you haven't gained enough speed, you won't climb the hill with it. That sounds kind of great. You're driving a Model T or something.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so now we can go and put the gemstone in the top of that statue, right? I was impressed by the fuel limit in Mafia 1. Hmm. Do they still make games like that that are like a crime game? I mean, I guess every game is like open world now. Maybe like Watch Dogs is like, oh, it's like GTA for someone who is like slightly more conscientious and likes hacking and technology and taking down the big bad evil government, but will actually do nothing against it in real life. Heard good things about 2 from Fujoshi. What? 2 what? Mafia 2 also had Playboy magazines you could collect. Really? Watch Dogs 2. Oh, it's like Witcher 1. I was looking at a video of Witcher 1 the other day and it looked so funny. It looked like a fake game somehow. It looked like the combat was just like fucked up. Witcher 1 is one of the funniest games. I'm kind of curious about playing it, but the interface looks like it would make me crazy. Classics of Game as game. It was literally featured on Classics of Game. Where is that? Was that in the room with the suction? Is that where we gotta go back to now? It's a room of some kind. Yeah, I don't know where it is. You figure it out. Does Lara just have these trapdoor visions? Yeah, you know. It's kind of like she has really strong hearing, so she hears a sound and like it reverberates through the halls and like she is able to so accurately hear the noise that she knows what happened. Witcher 1 is great. It seems interesting. Is it very long? Gotta say, this monastery, probably pretty cold being that spacious. It's all made out of like stone. And this is in the Himalayas, yes. Gotta just wear animal furs all year round. Let's see if that place was actually that one room. I don't know if it was. Roughly every 10 seconds, there's like this loud banging noise coming from the room next to me. What is that? That's me. I'm having a rhythmic tantrum. Rhythmic? Okay, that was not it. Where was that? Where even was that? I don't know. Hold on, I have to put on my other headphones. This noise is bothering me. Alright, where am I supposed to go now? Got the gemstones. Alright. Main hall. Take the other right-hand passage and find a huge stack of movable boxes in one of the side rooms. Yeah, we did that. Follow the adjacent passage, keeping your eyes peeled for a trapdoor on the floor. Stepping on it drops Lara into a long shaft with a ladder. Yeah. Another gunfight that breaks out. Yeah. We did that. The adjacent hallway offshoot leads to a large pool. For a small submerged tunnel, back to the trapped corridor. Spike ball. Oh, if you collect all secrets, you get items. I didn't even know that. So that's why you would get the secrets. Two crows near a monk. Okay, fourth prayer wheel. I mean, how many prayer wheels do we have at this point? 3. I mean, it seems like we're supposed to have like 4 by this time in the game. And I don't know I don't know what I missed or how I can possibly even find that. I feel a little frustrated right now. I wish that there was like just a little more direction. Because I just don't know, what was I seeing? What was that room? What was the room with the 2 trapdoors? I have no idea. Still says 3 verses? Why didn't anybody tell me earlier? Ah. Maybe the other water area had some tiles like that? I don't know. Strong room key, rooftops key. Get the gemstones. A third switch will open a ladder back above. Hallway. The gemstones, a weird asterisk-shaped door. Get the prayer wheel. Alright. And there's the room with the boxes. The place to go. Climb up, get one of the prayer wheels. That's 3. We have 3. And drop back down. There's the trap corridor. Adjacent hallway is to a large pool. We already went there. We got the silver dragon that was underwater. Get through, fall through the hole in the 2 halves of the spike wall are swinging over. Pull up on the inside lip at the end to avoid being sliced by the rolling circular blade. Observe the next part. There's an active burner and 2 more halves of a spike ball immediately past here. The only way to proceed is to time a jump in the middle when the circular blade is on the end. Do a specific leap over the burner and into the hole beneath the spike well. It's hard, so save first. Okay. We got the trapdoor key. The trapdoor in the Buddha room. This leads as a workaround to the locked door from the main hall. Open it now for easier access. Watching the monks killing the gun thugs. Launching another guerrilla attack. They drop nothing. Near a wooden bridge. Okay, we already did all this. So why do we not have 4 prayer wheels then? Which one did I miss? There's a suction effect in the middle and lip of the pool is too high. Save first and swim around the perimeter? What? You can go there? That's possible? You can actually get through this? I thought this was like something we had to turn off somewhere else. Fucking unclear ass old game. Oh my god, but it's so hard to not just get immediately sucked in there. Alright. Yeah, you just immediately, it pulls you down. Alright. No, 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 please. Alright. can't believe you can actually do that. That is insane. Alright, that leads to, I don't know, death, it looks like. This is the stuff I'd have in my nightmare dreams. I have had multiple nightmares turn up about Tomb Raider swimming. Because it's so scary, always, in this game. Yeah, that is crazy, isn't it? I can't actually believe that. Okay, that just leads to more water. I think I saw something else, so let's look at that first. There's like this, whatever that is. Yes, it's very scary. I was really creeped out as a kid. I don't know why they have to make it so damn scary. Oh, okay. That's just that place that we were at earlier. That's pretty cool. That's Dark Souls. It's dark as hell down here. Huh? Ah! 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 Oh, I died. I watched Tanuki Matt stream this morning. It was very, very entertaining. He was playing Jumping Flash. It was quite a delight. I love how fresh the water looks in these first Tomb Raiders, though. It does look quite nice. Slurp some of that up. Made it. There's another one. Did it. Okay. Annoying traps. They stopped. Now let's climb. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play any more of this game after this level today. This has been quite time consuming. Oh, fuck. No! No, 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 no. I'm feeling some pain now that I know that we're wasting a lot of ammo on this level because we don't have to fight all these guys. Yeah, his stream was fantastic today. This is very funny. This is a good streamer. Everybody should follow Tanuki Matt if you don't. Is it just Tanuki Matt? Yeah, spelled exactly like Marigold typed it. Shout out Tanuki Matt. Yeah, let's just do that. Wait, damn it, you tricked me. There. Alright, that's correct. You rat. You tricking me? Ah! Ah! Alright. You know, this game, the very strong focus on combat is very bad. I'm gonna say it is by far the worst part about the entire game. And it sucks so bad. I really wish that the game did not think that, you know, what Tomb Raider was missing was a lot of, like, gun combat. We got baked beans. Look at how shitty that fire looks. That's like some fucking, what's it called? Torque 3D game engine. Okay. Great trap. They should have made it a JRPG. I don't think so. Play the NES one? What? You know what Tomb Raider needs? 360 no scopes. I don't know if I'm in agreement with you there. Is it like a bootleg game? Okay, yeah, I figured. What if it was like a bootleg version of Sweet Home? There's a real GPC one. You must be tripping on balls if you think I'll consider that real. Oh, we're running low on Uzi ammo. We might be facing some difficulties in the remainder of the game. It has real cards! No, that's not real. That was me biting my microphone. What's with this boulder? What did we accomplish? We have 4 prayer wheels, but where's that damn trap door? I feel like I am losing my marbles. Biting us? Yeah. Somari is real and can, in fact, hurt you. Where's that damn 4th prayer wheel? I mean, I'm wondering where those fucking trap doors are. Let's see. Where? Gemstone. Gemstone. There's a final spot for a gemstone which lowers the trapdoors at the statue base. There's trapdoors there? What? Okay, whatever. Let's just go there and make it happen. That's what's the 3rd verse, Laura? Is this where we came from? I'll look around for your lost marbles. Thank you, Gridra. Oh, great. There's just always gotta be more guys. At least we got a health pack. We're almost out of the level. I don't remember where we're supposed to put the prayer wheels, though. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Ah. Which direction am I going? I didn't know that could happen! What? That was like a weird ass bug or something. Guys, when are we gonna play Phantasy Star Online together? Is Is that the new hotness? Everybody's talking about it. Play it again, it's basically just Diablo. I don't like Diablo, really. I like Diablo 1. But I don't like games where... Do you have to compare loot a lot? That's the thing I hate most about Diablo, is having to look at all these damn little percentages and shit. Yeah? Alright, fuck it. I'm not playing that then. Ugh. She wouldn't... She wouldn't grab the thing. I think I'm gonna be done after this. You know, even when I like this game, every session is like super draining. This is like not a relaxing game to play at all. But do games need to be relaxing? I mean, not necessarily. Can be kind of nice though. When you're allowed.
Uh-huh.
Plus 6% to stat information. I hate that. Tiny little percentages. Gotta calculate all these minuscule fucking upgrades. Remember in Persona 3 when Junpei would say, "Woot, check out my fat loot"? I think that he should have been killed for that. Minus 0.3 to stress. That emote is quite funny. You talk about this all the time lately, do I? Oh. Of course, it was in this room that I didn't even know was there. Silly me, that I didn't think of that. I cannot see anything. Hydrate? Graphic just loves ARPGs. Yeah, my favorite type of game, of course. Arson RPG? Who's this? A distillery? Huh? Oh, lever? There's crates. Whoa. Push. Now, why did I do that? Are the Souls games considered to be action RPGs? I mean, yeah. Oh, that's why we were doing that. Okay. Of course, blocking that with that crate means that immediately the entire room is drained of water. Ah! Ah! It's the erasing water box. Legendary. What is that sound? Original Minecrafty sponge.
Uh-huh.
It's a really weird sound. Finally, the ancient beans. And we got them. All 5 cans of baked beans. Oh, I think that's those spike balls. You just collect the beans. Then after beating the game, they're in Lara's kitchen. With her banana and avocado. Is there something over there? No, that's too steep. Alright, let's get out of here. I really want to get out of this level. I was thinking this level was good, but there was just like a little too much like confusion. Which seems to be the case with every level in this game. Alright, where do the prayer wheels even go? Where am I supposed to take them to? Does anybody even remember? God damn. Alright. Final prayer wheel. Return to the main room. Find the passage alongside the Buddha statue leading to the sockets of the 5 prayers. Okay, so it's near the statue. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Having escaped the boat, Lara now craves the boat. I'm wishing for the nice linear boat compared to the very non-linear monastery. Even though it's quite a cool level design. Boat cravings. Salivating. Beans. Beans. I like how it shows the door every time, even though nothing is happening. Mario Monkey of 96? What? Oh, the Mario Monks. What is the Mario Monks again? I remember Lily referencing that in the title of one of her Wizardry 7 streams. Mod that lets you play the whole game on Snowmobile? Yeah, now we're talking. Alright, let's fucking get out of here. No more fighting. No more enemies. We go to level... We go. We get the hell out of here. We use item on the little slot. The Seraph. Which opens a tiny little door. Yay! Oh, my monk Carol. should at the very least have a mod that makes you explode in the same way the snowmobile exploded whenever you die. That would be good. Yippee! Highest kill ranking. How wonderful. Hey, we only missed 2 shots. Oh no, we missed 102 shots. Here, what's next? Snow. Snow, thank you. I think that our health is now refilled. Yeah, so we got some free healing at the end of that level. We're doing okay on healing items. Grenade launcher and Uzis getting kind of low. I love this game's lack of story. I don't really know what the story is. Like, we went to the Great Wall of China at the beginning of the game, and it was like we did something, and then there was like a guy who told us something, and we went to the opera house, and then we went to the opera house and went into a plane with that Bartoli guy, and then he took us to the oil rig and imprisoned us, and then the whole thing, I have no idea why we've been doing any of this, who all these people are. I don't know. I'm clueless. Get artifacted before Evil Gang does. Wall guy, Venice plane, oil rig, boat temple. There is story. There's just very little effort to embed it into the gameplay. Yeah. Okay. No. No more of that. It's like Destiny. One more story. Lara's just trying to get back to the office. This ain't infra. What are you talking about? Man, there's so many levels in this game. This is fucking wild. We are only 2/3 of the way through the game at this point. Can you believe that? That a game could be so long? Demake of infra into the Tomb Raider engine, though. You know, that has potential. It could be cool. What are we gonna do now? I don't feel good about ending stream so early, but God, it was so exhausting. Lara is trying to prove that she can, in fact, steal all the artifacts of the world in 80 days. I want to play Minesweeper, I think. What? To help with this towers puzzle? I'm no good at those. The portable puzzle collection. I want to play Minesweeper. You get your mind swept. That sounds like something else. What kind of music can we get? Maybe some other Parasite Eve extended song. What is this? No, that's the fucking museum music that makes me feel like I'm in a maze. Well, I guess it's alright. It's hard to dial in the volume level. A maze of mines. They announced a Minesweeper roguelike. It's called Dream Sweeper. Let's take a look. Whoops. I accidentally clicked on learn more about audience. A minesweeper RPG. It's a fun idea. I don't know if it's for me. Is the music too quiet? Kind of looks like it. Oh, hey Keta. How's it going? Hello, Kefki12. How are y'all doing? Think the volume's okay? Really? Okay. Well, let me get my browser working. What's up? What were you playing today? You playing... I'm trying to remember. I thought I remembered it. I can't remember anything though. Terranigma, right. I always remember that part where you first leave the town and the main character is like, towers? Is this what that old man meant by towers? And I just thought that was always so strange. I don't know why. It just like struck me as like very, very odd. Is this correct? Yeah, okay. I just finished a miserable dungeon. I've only ever gotten through like the first dungeon in that game. How far in were you? Oh, hey, Puppy Doll 2. We got 2 raids right after one another. Welcome. Thank you both for raiding. Let me get you both shoutouts. I don't really know how far in I am. Isn't it divided up into dungeons? Kind of like a Zelda or something? How long do you have to wait for another shout out? Oh, I gotta wait 2 damn minutes. Ugh. It has dungeons for sure. Here, let's go for 30 by 16. Wait, this is not the correct one. This is not the right one at all. Is this it? Yeah, because this has got increased size, so this is definitely it. Oh, it looks terrible on the stream. Right, there we go. Hello, destructible watermelon. What were you playing, Puppy Doll? Did y'all both have good streams? What's going on here? We're playing Minesweeper. We just got done playing Tomb Raider 2, and it was quite painful, so I don't want to play anymore. Tanuki Matt, hello. I watched your stream this morning. It was very entertaining. How you doing? Why does it say Virtua Fighter? I don't know, it must have been an honest mistake on my part. I gotta wait 6 seconds still. There we go. Mine was a lot of fun, I'm glad. Tomb Raider occasionally seems quite painful. It was, the level that we were on today was cool. It was like an open-ended like kind of thing where you had to go around and collect 5 items and you could kind of like explore, but it was pretty painful. There was a lot of stuff that was just not clear. Okay, it seems like according to a walkthrough I'm like 50 to 60% done. That's a lot. You did that all in one sitting? Must be a pretty short game. Have you ever played the other Quintet games in that style? Like Illusion of Gaia and stuff? Whoa, why are the numbers all messed up? all in the numbers. I guess I'll have to make it a little bit smaller. Nancy Drew taught me how to play Minesweeper. Really? That's so nice of her. Number 1. That's a mine. What were you playing, little puppy doll? What were you doing today? She is very kind. I've not played Illusion of Gaia or Soul Blazer, but I've played ActRaiser. ActRaiser is really cool. Soul Blazer seems awesome. It seems like a very like simple and like satisfying game. Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip? Look at that guy. No, don't play this. Get the hell out of here. Look at that guy. This looks cute. Oh, I thought that you were. It was like a driving game. It's like a platformer. Everything is so soft and cartoony. I've never even heard of this game. Whoa. Hey, Snake Man. Lao-chan is keeping us safe. All the Quintet games are amazing. What was that game that they made on the PlayStation? I never played it. Laika? Did they make that? I don't... Did they make that? Yeah, Grand Stream Saga. That's it. I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm a little curious. Almost said a little confused, but that goes without saying. You know, this song really brings back unpleasant memories of the Natural History Museum in Parasite Eve. It's like just such a miserable dungeon. They made Planet Laika? Really? I want to play Illusion and Soul Blazer sometime when I'm done with Terra Enigma. Illusion of Gaia is really hard. I played it when I was little. But it was so hard that I never managed to finish the game. Maybe that's just because I was like a child and I did not understand how to play video games yet. So I didn't understand how to play video games like correctly until I was like 20 or 21 or something. Yeah, Planet Laika seems interesting. Terra Enigma feels pretty hard at times so far. Might just be bad though. I don't know. I think that they have some unfair stuff in their games from what I've seen. ActRaiser is also like extremely hard. I know that Washa played ActRaiser 2 on like hard difficulty or something. It seems like they had quite a time. It's one of your favorite games after that? My goodness. Hey Monty, how you doing? It's a pretty monotonous song, isn't it? This is why I was reluctant to pick it, but I did anyway. So we know that one mine has to be here, which means that these both have to be... It brings an air of mystery and intrigue. My goodness. I want to play Street Fighter 6. Wait, I can become bigger now. Hello. I'm bigger and closer to you. You can do this. You can play Street Fighter 6. I might just do that. You can be Ryu? I don't know if I am like have the quality of character to measure up to the man himself among us. What about? I don't know what else to do on this side over here. So there's one mine here and one mine here, which means that this has to be flagged. I love Minesweeper. It feels like it's kind of like a cousin of Picross in a weird way. You like puzzles? Yes. I'm a big puzzle head. Well, only specific types of puzzles, though. There's one here, and there's two here. Yay! How about cryptic crosswords? I'm not good with words, so I'm not really good at crosswords. I know that there's like strategies for cryptic crosswords, but they seem like particularly frustrating. I can very rarely solve even like a normal crossword on my own. I know that Rhea loves cryptic crosswords though. There we go. Should check out Let's Revolution. It's kind of Minesweeper roguelike. Cryptic crosswords are quite perverted. They're not so bad once you learn them. Oh, I think I've seen this game some time ago. Yeah, I remember seeing this, was it was on some kind of like a direct or something. But it's like, I don't really want like a Minesweeper with something extra. I just kind of want bland gray Minesweeper. This game looks kind of neat though. I made my own crossword. I'm pretty proud of it. That must be pretty hard. Let's get a different song. I can't take any more Parasite Eve museum music. No. No. No, why is all the music so intense? It's almost like it's an action game. Where's the battle music? Oh wait, no. This is the music for the museum, isn't it? Can you go back to the opera singing track and just loop that one for 2 hours? Well, like, there's one that has the opera singing that's really good, but it's a little too intense for Minesweeper. You know, this actually doesn't feel bad for Minesweeper. This is another making you feel like you're in a maze kind of song. I wish I had not basically like ruined Picross for myself by playing so much of it that I just like I'm too cracked at Picross. I need to get off the computer for a little while, but I owe you, Gruffy. I hope you kick this puzzle's ass. Thank you. Hope you enjoy your unplugged time, and yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for raiding, Keta. You can see through the Matrix. I have not ruined Picross for me. It'll happen someday. Don't get too full of yourself. There are perverted, harder Picrosses, like with the colors and stuff, but I don't like that. It doesn't make me happier. I need someone to solve my crossword. Someone will, someday. I was thinking how Dino Crisis could be brought back lately. I think that what made Dino Crisis happen was taking Jurassic Park and Resident Evil, so everyone thinks it's about cloning. Is it not about cloning? Didn't they just, like, successfully clone some kind of a weasel or something? Or, like, it lived for longer than, like, any cloned animal ever has or something like that? Have you seen the briefing intro from Dino Crisis 3? No, but I've always been curious about that game. I remember when Dino Crisis 3 came out, I was like, I kind of wanted it, but then I saw the reviews were bad, so I was like, oh, it's probably bad. Because reviewers are always right. We all know this. Game reviewers are never, like, just fools who lack in any kind of perspective on anything. What if we just didn't Frankenstein animals, TBH? It's a little twisted to create animals that are just going to die because we cloned them and their body is not working correctly. And the other flag is here somewhere. I don't know where, though. I feel like we talked about Dino Crisis 3 during the Parasite Eve streams. Didn't we? That was like the first week that I streamed, wasn't it? It was like the weekend after I started. Something like that. I remember playing Parasite Eve for like 9 hours straight, or like 10 hours or something. It was crazy. What I know about 3, you would like 3. The enemies respawn when the camera changes, but you're in the same room. Excuse me? What is the gameplay like? Is it like Dino Crisis 2 where it's like an action game? Oh. Here we go. Three is action, and you can dash around and double jump. That sounds pretty good. Why was it poorly received? Like, why is it considered to be a bad game? Because I've never heard anyone say anything good about the game. Oh, here we go. Right, so one of the remaining flags for this. Wait, no. It doesn't necessarily have to overlap with the two. Oh, this is tough. Oh, very tough. So, am I at the point where I have to make a guess? Because I don't really see anywhere that I can, like, make a reasonable judgment about the clues that I have left. There's 6 mines left. Can I send a long message copy paste? Or should I link? Link is probably better. Like link in chat? Because I don't have links enabled in chat though. I'm sorry. I don't know, because, like, if this... Like, we already know that there's a mine right here. We know there's another one right here. There's 6 left. We know there's at least one here. For the sake of argument, let's just guess. Okay, I guessed right. The game can proceed. I don't really feel good about that, but... It ends with, now you are in hyperspace with the dinosaurs. That's where we all hope to be someday. That's why we do all this scientific research, right? So, someday we might be in hyperspace with the dinosaurs. For some people, that's like, you will be with your father in heaven. I did it. First try. Guessing in this always feels so weird, yeah. It's my least favorite part about Minesweeper, is getting to a point where you feel like you just can't make a guess anymore. What if we do 170 mines? It's gonna be a nightmare. I'm instantly in hell. I have no idea how I can possibly make a guess here. No. This is too hard. Like, how can I even begin here? There's one mine here, so that means that these... Yeah, I guess that works. I feel like my family is going to be killed if you don't solve this minesweeper. Why? Guessing is good when you have insanely unreasonable timer, and it becomes a matter of being persistent enough to get lucky and still enduring enough to keep your pace. I don't know, but it's not fun. It's a game of reasoning, you know? I don't like when it's, like, you gotta just gamble. Like, I don't know how to start off of these clues that I'm getting. Like, it feels like I'm already at the point where I just can't make any reasonable guess as to, like, what I'm doing. There's one mine here, so that means that this has to have a mine. There's one mine here. But then we can't make any judgment about this number 2 here. But then we have... This is considered a 1 now, because it has this. So... It means that there's one mine somewhere in here. But that doesn't really help us, does it? I don't know. The 170 mines is just so hard. Maybe if I can get started? Like with an actual decent start that is not like impossible. You have to reason fast and consistently, all while knowing you'll run into 2 or 3 50-50 shots that might make making the run longer. No, that's not the correct number of spots. I don't know if I've ever managed to solve one of these. Hmm. 3, 4, 5. Somewhere in there. Okay, that works. Oh, this music is starting to make me feel kind of nuts already. You hear this music for like 40 minutes in game. What is the battle theme? What is it called? Yeah, here we go. I like how the music in Parasite Eve is like amazing, but the game is just like not very good. I know that some people are gonna contest this, but I can't agree with you. I'm sorry. It's one of those kind of games that has like a lot of potential, but it has too many problems. But I do appreciate the way that Square was just kind of like shooting for the moon in that era. It's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just a dead end now. We're getting... See, the problem with 170 mines is you get brick-walled everywhere. You don't have clues to finish, to be able to go forward. It's frustrating at times. There's one here, which means that's a flag. I keep thinking about how funny it is that Gus Van Sant named Keanu Reeves' rich boy character in My Own Private Idaho Scotty Favor. It's like a very funny thing to name like a rich boy character. It's like one step away from like Richie Rich or something. Yeah, Scotty Favor. It's so funny. Doesn't actually necessarily have to be, well, you know, that's not a flag is the thing. We're getting brick walled again. No. Keep thinking about that. What an insane movie. 90s queer cinema was so tonally weird. I mean, I guess that's why it's considered to be like its like own distinct like movement. Because it just had so many weird ass movies that just had like very odd feeling to them. All of the Gregor Rocky movies are just completely crazed. You've seen Nowhere, right? Oh yes. I've seen like every Gregor Rocky thing except for his MTV show, I think. Welcome also, Puro. Nowhere is fantastic. I mean, like, all of his 90s movies are good. I haven't seen any Greg or Rocky. What? What? I got Omega depressed when you were screening those for some reason. Yeah, I remember you didn't show up to any of them. I mean, his movies are really crass and, like, offensive, but, you know, sometimes that's not so bad. It's not a bad thing. Oops, we fucked up. I fucked up. I'm not gonna pin it on you guys. I'm sorry. No, don't be apologetic. Come on, no. Except for the Snow Lady one, I forgot that he even made that. White Bird in a Blizzard. That movie was awful. That, I'm not gonna lie, I think that might be like one of the worst movies I've seen. It was not great. I think that it was particularly felt bad because all of his other movies were very good, and then that movie was like extremely not. Idaho felt like a Kids in the Hall movie. What do you mean? I've never seen Kids in the Hall. This is a pattern, right? When you have 1 2 2 1, it's always next to the twos. This song is so funny. The part in the background that's like that's not necessarily true. Pain. Graphy 29 Pain. Kids in the Hall is like if My Own Private Idaho was a sketch comedy show. Oh, that clears it up then. I understand completely now. Idaho felt like Raising Arizona crossed with Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai. I've never seen Ghost Dog. I think that the only Jim Jarmusch movie I've seen is that... There's like some movie where there's like a bunch of people in there's like a hotel, and it was like all these stories that were like getting intertwined together. I can't remember what it was called though. You always watch such good movies in that court. Yeah, I mean, I like watching movies. A lot of them I just pick at random and we get really lucky. But then sometimes you watch The Bandwagon, or what are some other bad movies we watched? Midnight Train? Mystery Train? I guess that must have been it. It sounds familiar. Convoy wasn't the best? Oh, come on. Convoy was entertaining. At least. It had that going for it. And it was like, I don't think it was quite as bad as you would expect from a movie based on like a country song written by an advertising executive. Hana and Alice was the first one that I just didn't care to finish. Yeah, it was just not good, sadly. Shunji Iwai is goated, but that movie is terrible. It's not terrible, it's just not good. It's another case of You know, he's made so many better movies that it's like, why bother? I need to see it. I need to see that just to understand bear in the air. They even had a bear in the air. Literally the most disgusting concept you could ever fit into one sentence. Wait, what? Oh, the the concept of convoy. The song is not good. Let's just get that out of the way. Convoy is not a good song. It's lifeless. It has no energy. Just the lyrics are stupid. They even had a bear in the air. Wait, this is a 1-2-2-1 now, isn't it? I was correct. Hey Charlie, how's it going? Enjoying some Minesweeper. Oh, that penguin movie? The Pebble and the Penguin? I don't remember a single thing that happened in that. I remember they were in like a ship at some point. I cannot remember a single distinct event in the entire runtime of the Pebble and the Penguin. It simply is not going to happen. The backgrounds were like Dark Souls. I mean, I believe that like the backgrounds were good. Mercy and I picked out our 2 moves for Monday. What moves are you watching? You doing well? Did some treat shopping and now I'm chilling. What'd you get? Anything tasty? I hope so. I will fucking strangle that goddamn penguin. I will throw him into a bath of acid. Terrible character. You hate him that much? Jeez, Skelly, I've never seen you like this before. How frightening. Welcome back, Mr. McDonald's and the American Friend. I thought you already watched the American Friend. Big milk tea bottle and awesome ice cream sandwich. Ooh. Lemon cookies and lavender ice cream. Lavender? Like flower? I feel like my third eye is opening. For Minesweeper only. What does lavender taste like? What is that emote? Richie. Wow. I've never seen that one. She's playing Minesweeper. Close your third eye? No! It's natural. Right, we know that. Oh man, this is so tough. This is a 1-1-2. Hey Timmy. Greetings, sweeper of the mines. The minefield maid. I'm a maid now? How wonderful. How you doing, Timmy? Welcome in. That didn't help at all. There's one more here. This is frustrating as hell. Ah! This is a 3, and this is a 1. Doing good. Hope you and chat are having an acceptable time. This is a pretty good stream. I played a cool game first, called 3 Verses, and then I played Tomb Raider 2, which was cool but also frustrating. Now I'm just enjoying Minesweeper, as is my right. 3, this is 1. So there could be 2 here, and then there would be 1 here. I think that's the only way that it can be. But then that still kind of doesn't help me, does it? Fuck. Every inch of ground, you gotta fight. Right, so I believe 3, this has to have 1 here and 1 here. They can't both be here. I don't think they could be, actually. Oh, I hate it. Oh, this is so painful. But we're over... Wait, are we over halfway? Yeah. Ah, this is so hard. That was a guess. Which was actually not worth it. I just needed the thrill of progress that was not progress. This is so hard. These 170 mine ones, they really create just like these fortress walls where it's like a large number of mines that makes it super hard to like reason about anything. Alright, isn't there a trick with 2 1s next to each other? That it's like, I guess it could be here and here. Like if there was 1 here and 1 here, they would both be satisfied. There could be 1 here. Ah, okay. It could be like that. No, no, no. Okay, so it has to be like this, doesn't it? No! Ah! Hey Cerebro, how are you doing? I thought I had something there. I thought I had like some genius like reasoning. It was gonna blow the minds of the international community, but it was actually just fool's gold. Alright. There's 1, there's 2, there's 1 here. That's 1. That's 1. That's 1. Yeah. Hydrate and stretch. You're trying to make me have to pee more. The international community. Yeah, you know. You guys. There's like people from Canada and the UK here. I'm making sure you're not going shrimp mode. Shrimp mode? You going to batter me? Oh, these. Alright. Graffy is going to cause an international incident. Oh yeah, I guess Ireland is like, you know, also there. We got 2 here. There's 2 here. What are some good movies that Udo Kier has been in? I want to see more of him after seeing him in Private Idaho. There's a 1-2-1. A lot of Lars von Trier. Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing that I've seen him in. Is Kingdom. Pick 2 Kids in the Hall clips to share in the media share. Media share. I'll take a look at those later. You see Bacurau. What's that? Are the live-action Death Note movies any good? Does anybody know? Heavens no! A very funny response. The 2000s ones are pretty good. I think I saw a little bit of one at like a free movie theater many years ago, and I was like appalled at the CGI, but I think that if I saw it now I would go crazy for CGI. What's his name? Ryulk? He looked very funny. Bacurau is Brazilian Western / sci-fi? Oh. They didn't have to drag on the story longer to make the editors happy, so it has a better ending. I see. Ryuk is Smexy. I can't agree with you, but I will accept this. Oh. There's 1 here. So that means that 2. There's 1 there. Oh, actually, that was a huge gamble because I wasn't paying attention. That was actually not a 2 at all. It was a 1 in disguise. Pain! The fortress! I'm so trapped. This is a nightmare. This is 122 something. I think I'm done with Minesweeper. I can't do any more of this. It's too hard. It's too hard. I can't do it. The 170s, that's beyond my abilities. I wish there was like a in between 99 and 170, because that's like a severe ramp up. It's quite rough. Oh. Okay, let's play CVS 2. You want to play that? Eh? Alright, who am I gonna raid? I have to pee so bad. Oh. I gotta put an end to this stream. Tomorrow, more Tomb Raider. Unfortunately, I mean, maybe the next level will be better or less frustrating. And then I don't know, some other game. I'll come up with something. Capcom versus Squeenix? That would be fun. Thank you for stream. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry, I went into a fugue state and just played Minesweeper for the remainder of the stream. After getting so pissed off, angry gamer mad at Tomb Raider. Oh no. And Tomb Raider is quite draining. It's crazy. Capcom versus everyone Capcom fired. Oh my god. Tomb Rager. Certainly. That's how it feels sometimes. Let's raid Miko Amiko, who's playing Donkey Kong Country, the devil's game. So enjoy that, and thanks for watching again. Thanks to Raiders. Thanks to whoever followed that I couldn't see because I don't, my alerts are broken still. I want to try and fix those soon. I want to try and fix those, and I want to write reviews for my website again because it's gone neglected for several months now, and I feel bad about that. I want to put it to rights, but that's for another day. Have a nice night, everybody. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your Saturday. Thanks for watching again.